Okay, so I've been messing around with Echo. I want to show some things I noticed.
Hello. Hi.
So you can cancel your shift and your E ability, not your right click, but your other two abilities with just pressing them again or pressing escape. That also works. And it works with your fly. And so this leads to a very interesting mechanic because when you start flying, you get that speed boost.
Hey there.
And if you cancel your fly before you start slowing down, because you get it and then you slow down when you get into the flying. If you do that before, it lets you go quite far. If you give it a nice angle, and it gives you some nice speed. It works better at more of a 45-degree angle instead of like a 90-degree angle. That just gives some vertical momentum and stuff. But it works pretty well.
Hello.
And so, you know, if you give it a slanted surface,
Hey there.
if you give it a slanted surface, it can go quite far. So I'm going to just mention some other things I found.
Ability increased.
You can, with a glide, you can spam it, and it does this weird animation with her hand. As you can see over there.
Hello.
Over here, if I do it here, you can see I fly, you know, whatnot. It gives you a little bit of speed, but this gives you a little bit more speed, which is, I don't think it's intended. And if I go over here, I do the regular fly. You can also do it, but I don't know. It just seems to be a little bit of extra speed. And as I showed in the start, this little fly mechanic leads to some very cool rollouts, which just let you get across the map. And after you're across the map, you still have your fly available. So you can now fly out. These are quite easy to make up. They're kind of like the Doomfist rollouts. And they're just pretty good. Like, you can go behind quite far and just go boom, boom, and then double damage, and then cancel it, do some of them, and then you have your fly again.
Hey there.
Some other things with the fly that are very interesting are that if you just do it straight up a wall, you'll get quite a bit of momentum. So there's a couple walls you can just go straight up and just scale completely. So if I do it to this one, I can just go straight over it. I can almost hit the flank there. If you're like attacking, you can kind of roll out this side, drag their attention a bit, you know, do some damage, do some shield damage, and then get back out like that. So if you're held at choke there, you can just like, there we go. You can fly behind or on top of choke and just do some damage and whatnot. And then you can go up, and you can either go back over, or you can like, you know, you can improvise and just go around and stuff. If I go, yeah, there we go. You can just make the flank, and then you have your fly again, so you can get out. Yeah, these like perfect 45-degree slanted angles are really good. Another thing that Blizzard have just not done is, since it's early days, I know it's probably not going to take that long to fix, but her cooldowns don't respect the lobby cooldowns, so my lobby settings have all heroes on 0%, but I still have a 6-second cooldown on the fly. And some other things on her glide, it's very inconsistent, so sometimes you just like stop completely flying. So if I'm gliding this way and I just stop until I press my spacebar again. Alright, so if I go like, you know, I do the spammy thing and I just run into a wall. Or I go like this, and I just run into a wall. It's just very inconsistent and kind of needs to be fixed because that just happens. You just start falling. And activation of her flight is very buggy. Like, you have to be over a certain amount of distance, basically, like a certain height. There has to be a certain amount of air below you. Otherwise, it just won't activate like this. It just won't activate on the floor. But if I go over to here and I do that, it activates, which is
Hey there.
very interesting and not a very fun mechanic because, you know, it's supposed to feel like Mercy's glide, I'm assuming, and currently it doesn't.
Hello.
You can also bunny hop with this technique, if I do it correctly. You can bunny hop. The easiest way I find to get consistent results is to use escape instead of pressing shift again. It just seems to be better and faster. And you can kind of get some momentum, you know. And like that's the normal jump speed. So it's a little bit faster. Only problem with using escape is you can sometimes, you know, open your actual escape menu. And yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, thanks. Bye.
You had your own Pete, Wentz, and Patrick combined, writing your songs and singing them all like every single day. Tour brings that special pain. So fuck yourself and fuck your feelings. I believe it not in you and me, so fuck yourself and fuck your feelings. I believe it not in you and me, so I don't fuck you if I could. Ooh, I don't love you like I should have. Months before I did, and the months before I split, it's turbulent, turbulent. I don't fuck you if I could.